What's going on, guys? It's Dude Crypto with a new video for you on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about a token that's coming out in a couple days, and it's a launchpad token. And launchpad tokens historically have done amazing numbers. They've done crazy X's, and there's a reason behind that. And I'll explain that in just a second. And we'll get into the token details. Before I do, if you're new to the channel, hit the like and hit the subscribe button. I do new videos every couple days, and I share new tokens for you that I find I do research on. I think they're going to do well, and I share them with you so that you can, make a choice that's good for you. Just to get this out of the way, I'm not a financial advisor. I cannot tell you what to do with your money or your investments. So just make sure you do your own due diligence, do your own research, and look into this project or any project for that matter, and make sure it feels right to you. All right. So let's jump into the project. Let's go look at IoTeX Pad. So IoTeX Pad, it's a new token. It's going to be launching publicly on December 23rd. It's going to be launching on two different chains. It's going to be launching on IoTeX chain, and it's also going to be launching on the BSC chain, which is great because it kind of gives us flexibility of how we want to invest and where we want to buy tokens from, if this is the right token for us to invest in. So what I really like about this is it's a pad, and pads are historically do amazing. They do huge X's. And the reason why is basically you own a token, you own the IoTeX Pad token in this instance, or other examples are BSC Pad or Trust Pad or OX Bull or something like that, right? There's all these different pads. So you buy the token of that pad. And then when you buy that token, you get an opportunity to then buy on their launch pads any new projects that are coming in for them, right? So anything that's new, that's being launched out to the world, you get an opportunity to buy those new IDOs, initial DEX offerings, and you get to partake and invest in them just because you're kind of a member of this pad, right? So usually you want to get into the pads early, because if you get the pads early, you can make some huge numbers. They'll go from pennies to dollars, right? Some of them. So what's cool about IoTeX Pad is that it's on the IoTeX network, which I'm going to share with you in just a second and show you. But it's a newer network that's going to be launching new tokens on. So the network itself is not new. The network itself has been around since 2018, but new other tokens and other tokens are going to start launching on their network soon, right? And IoTeX Pad is going to be the first of its kind to offer these. It's the first launch pad for IoTeX. So very cool. Also, of course, it's going to be on the BSC, so BSC's chain as well. So there's a way that they could be launching, or they probably will be launching projects on the BSC as well. Let's jump on my computer and let's take a look at it. And let's look at IoTeX, and then let's look at IoTeX Pad, so you can make a decision about whether or not this is the right opportunity for you. For me, I'm definitely going to be investing in this. IoTeX is a 12.5-cent token as of right this second. It's been around since 2018, and a year ago it was under a penny. So it was 0.006 something or 0.007 something, depending on if you look at CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap. CoinGecko has it as the 100th largest token in the world, and CoinMarketCap has it as the 84th largest token. So one way or the other, it's a top 100 token. And there are going to be projects that are going to be starting to launch on IoTeX, like using the IoTeX tokens, right? So that's where IoTeX Pad is going to come in. But before we jump in, let's just take a quick little look. So here's the chart over the last year. You can see it went from under a penny and to now it's all the way up at 12 cents. It even went up, looks like all-time high recently was 25 cents, right? So recently it went up all the way up to 25 cents. And now it's around 12 cents. So it's had a good run. It's gone up many X's. Just to show you how big IoTeX is, they're on crypto.com, they're on Binance.com, and they're on gate.io. So you can buy IoTeX tokens anywhere that you need, anywhere that you want, anywhere that you already probably are. Let's go to their website real quick, take a look, and we'll see what they say about their token, and then we'll look at the IoTeX Pad so you can see. But I just want to show you what this is built around, right? I'm on IoTeX website. It's very professional, and obviously it's a chain, so there are videos and whatnot which you can watch. We're not going to do that. So IoTeX is on a mission to build a connected world where everyday people will own data, devices, and identity. Harnessing the power of blockchain, IoTeX will unlock the potential of smart devices, data, and empower a new generation of real-world dApps and digital assets. And that's one of the cool things about this. They actually already have they're already working with a security camera. So a security camera is using the blockchain, using the IoTeX blockchain to, I guess, send data over the internet or whatnot. So it's quite cool. It's already got a working platform, which is great. So it says the IoTeX platform is lightning fast, ultra secure, and highly scalable blockchain platform that connects real world data to on-demand dApps for the very first time. There's an IoTeX wallet, right? So you can download that. It gives you links on their website. And here's an example of the UCam, the world's first blockchain home security camera, right? So you can see IoTeX is already out there. It's been established since 2018. It's a chain that other tokens are going to now start using going forward. And that's where IoTeX Pad comes in. So let's go check out their website and let's see what that looks like. So IoTeX Pad, the first native IDO launchpad and incubation platform launchpad to be built in the IoTeX network for emerging projects powered by IoTeX, right? And they have the apply for IDO button. That's not for us, the investor. That's for the projects that want to invest. This is great here. This is Mimo. Mimo is where you can buy IoTeX Pad tokens in the future, right? On launch day on December 23rd at 10 a.m. UTC, you'll be able to buy them on the IoTeX network. And then at 11 a.m. UTC, you'll be able to buy them on the BSC network, right? So BSC will be easier for most people because that's been it's established, right? People are buying tokens on the BSC network on a regular basis. Frankly, that's probably where I'm going to be buying them just because it's easier. I will show you how you can get IoTeX on your Metamask, but it's more involved, right? So I'll probably stick to BSC myself. However, in the future, buying on IoTeX, buying on the IoTeX chain will be, probably the way to go. Because that's where, people are moving to these emerging chains, right? And IoTeX is going to be one of them. View all pools. Right now, there are no pools, right? So there are no other tokens that are launching on IoTeX Pad quite yet, but they will be coming up soon. So let's see about us. IoTeX Pad is the first ever launchpad on IoTeX. IoTeX becomes a primary incubator for the native launchpad for all of the leading IoTeX projects. IoTeX is an exclusive token launch platform for transformative IoTeX projects that takes crowdfunding to a whole new level with safe and easy use of crypto assets to benefit the projects and their investors. The TEX token holders will be incentivized with access to game-changing projects that are launched in the IoTeX network. IoTeX Pad is going to have 5 tiers, and what you do is if you have 2,000 tokens, you're in bronze. If you have 5,000 tokens, you're in silver. If you have 10,000 tokens, you're in gold. And if you're in 25,000 tokens, you're in emerald. And 50,000 tokens, you're in VIP. And you'll get a guaranteed pool weight, which is one of the things that they're saying that sets them apart from other pads, right? So some of the pads, you have tokens and you either are applying for a lottery or it's first come, first serve. Well, in this instance, you're going to have a time frame where you'll be able to, get a guaranteed allocation of that. Now, obviously, the smaller your position, the less of the new IDOs that you'll be able to get, right? So you might get handfuls of dollars, 10, 20, 30, $50, something like that on the lower tiers. However, when some of these tokens that launch on these pads do 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 500,000 X's, which has happened. Actually, there was one the other day that I had an opportunity to invest in and didn't do it. And I think it went like 1,000X or something crazy. So, by the way, that was a pad, but that it happens, right? So obviously the price of these will vary as the token supply and price goes up. So when the token price goes up, you're gonna cost more to become a bronze, or of course any of these. And if the price goes down, it'll be a little bit less expensive, right? And these do fluctuate based on the projects that they get. So that's just one thing for you to know. If you're watching this video down the road, or or you're just not used to pads. So when a pad brings on a brand new project that's hot and it's got a lot of hype, the cost of that pad's tokens go up. So, and if they don't have any new upcoming projects, if there's a little bit of a gap in between projects, the price of the tokens go down. But they'll let you stake them, so you start making some incremental tokens back by staking. So that's a good thing. But it's just something to know. So there are people that sit there and they just trade these tokens based on when they get hyped because they got a new token coming out, a new IDO that they're going to be featuring, right? So they'll wait for a big IDO. They'll sell their tokens to the person that wants to get into that new IDO. And then after the IDO is done and there's a little bit of a drought, they'll buy their tokens back. And then they'll just do it again. They'll just keep going over and over again. It's a good way to make money, actually. But you do have to know when these things are coming, and you have to time your entries and exits. So I just want to take a minute we'll go over their Telegram real quick and just take a look at it. So there are 83,000 members in their Telegram. There are 6,800 online right now. There is a lot of activity because the launch date is coming up. They did have their whitelist already and their IDO that had already happened. Their IDO was on OX Bull, and then they had a private IDO like on their own website, and that has happened already. I didn't get into it. I missed it. I didn't know about it until it was too late, but that's okay. I found a token. I think it's a good one. I think it makes a lot of sense to share it with you, and I'm going to be jumping in, like I said. You're on your Telegram, you can go to the pinned messages, and you can just scroll up and you'll see videos of various people talking about this program or talking about this token. There's a lot of hype, a lot of videos around it. And then, of course, as I already said, December 23rd at 10 a.m., they're going to be on the Memo, and then PancakeSwap. Actually, I read elsewhere it's going to be at 11, so it's 1 hour apart. So you go to their pinned messages, you can get ideas, of what's going on in the token, you can get their Twitter posts, you'll see articles to their Medium accounts, which Medium's great for IDOs, by the way. If you're not familiar, you go to their Medium account, it gives you usually all the details of their IDO, the dates, whatnot. So that's a look at their Telegram. So here's an example, and I will link this in the comments below, of how you can add IoTeX to your Metamask, right? So I'm not going to go through this entire thing, but there's a way where you add a network, and then you put in the information. It's where you put the Babel API on, and then that puts it onto your MetaMask on your phone and on your computer. By the way, pain in the ass, but you do have to, if you do it on your phone separately, then if you want to go to your computer, you need to do it, to your computer separately. It's 2 times you got to do it for every chain. It's kind of annoying. They do that, but that's what they do. So then you do have to link their wallet, the IoPay wallet, to your MetaMask, and then you send yourself some tokens. And I think that there might be a trick to that as well. So do your due diligence, research. Don't just send tokens from one wallet to another without making sure. I read something about that you have to have your contract address they don't start OX or something like that, and they need to start IO. So there's some way, I saw some people posting in the Telegram that there are ways that you can do this, and they give the exact instructions. So just pay attention to that. You want to make sure you do it the right way so that your tokens get where you're intending them. Yeah, and that's it. That's how you add it to your wallet. All right, so that's a review of the IoTeX Pad token. I think it's going to be good. Pads in general, as I've said numerous times in this video, have done quite well. There's only been a handful of flops, 1 or 2 flops. And when I say flops, they've still done X's, right? So they're still making people money. They just maybe haven't had the long-term success because they didn't get the projects in. So the good news for this is if IoTeX tokens have a lot of interest, if other tokens want to launch on their network, right? So if people are interested in launching on that network, then this pad will probably do very well, right? So it's going to be dependent on new tokens deciding to launch on this platform, and if they do that, sky's the limit, right? This can go so well, right? You're looking at Sol, and you're looking at a Polygon, and all these other chains that are starting to have a lot more activity from other tokens launching on there. And the more that happens, the more hype there are for the pads that support those chains, right? So again, if you haven't subscribed, please do hit the like and subscribe button. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.